Hello, welcome to my channel. Welcome to Nephtara Grace. It's not that you can tell by the background here, but it is a lunar eclipse in the sign of Pisces, as well as a blood moon, a full moon today. We're in the wonderful zodiac sign of Virgo. Happy birthday, Virgo. But to all you Pisces moons out there, to anybody who has Pisces heavily aspected in their chart, what to do? Pisces gang gang. I got a Pisces Mercury, a Pisces midheaven. I got a Neptunian chart. Thank goodness, because it keeps it all balanced out. So, I'm swimming in the void with you, Pisces and Zeus. I feel like we all are. Wunjo, especially with this one. So we got Kaunas. See, this is what I was feeling coming in, Suulo. The heavens are happy. So the higher realms are really excited. There's celebration happening in the higher realms. There's some type of victory that's being celebrated in the higher realms, okay? Let's find out some more about this. We have Suulo, Anzus, Kaunas, or Yunjo. Something is big. It's exciting. It's a change. It's a shift. Temperance and the Lovers. This was the theme in the reading, the last reading, Temperance and the Lovers. I'm telling you, something has shifted, and it's something that brings it's a balance choice. They're saying connection. Choice is also there, because the Lovers is about choice. It's about choosing what level of expression you want to experience in a situation, right? So there's the higher version and the lower version of every situation we can experience, whether it's parenthood, relationship, spirituality. You get to high road or low road, if you will. It's up to you. Temperance is balancing that choice, the ability to balance that choice, the ability to sit in the both and-ness of life. Okay, nothing about life is either or. Nothing about it. And I really hope that you can hear what I say. There's nothing about life that's black and white. Everything is nuanced. Everything is shaded. Everything's on a spectrum. Now, if you look at how the sun is coming in across this tarot cloth that you've seen me use hundreds of times now, okay? The color of this cloth hasn't changed. All that's changing is how a particular light source is striking it. There's 3 different light sources in the room that I'm in, okay? And depending on how any of those light sources strike the cloth, it may look shadowy or shady in one part, or lighter or blinding in another. And so this is life. This is life. And so we can walk around and go, oh, it's black and white. That part over there is black and this part over here is white. No, it's still shaded because of a light source. There's some shade, there's some contrast. Life has contrast. So the kids and I are doing drawing class for art on Fridays. Y'all know we homeschool, right? So we've been in this kind of 4-week drawing workshop series with a professional illustrator. It's really, really, really good. We're really excited about it. Well, we say that, then we get in the class and we're like, oh my God. But it's something that, I learned as a kid, so I want my kids to have it. But coming back around to it as an adult and just being reminded of there's so many shades. There's just because of light. Because your light source, that's what matters. That's what matters. So it's not black and white. It's nuanced. Tomorrow I could read on this same cloth and the light play is different. And so you go, oh, well, this was white today and that was black then, but now it's switched. See what I mean? That's not black. This isn't white. This is just shaded. It's a gradient. That's the nature of life. That's what we talk about temperance, the temperance and the Lovers. And it's not a middle ground. I hear someone going, so like a middle ground. No, it's not a middle ground. It's an actual place of consciousness. It's a state of consciousness that you're choosing. Root girl, disowned self. Education. Mountain. Okay, so something that seemed impossible to overcome, you learned, you gained the tools, and you did it. There was something that really was blocking you internally. It was a way of thinking, a way of being, a consciousness, a level of consciousness that you had that had you separating yourself into parts. Like, this part is good, that part is not good. Okay? You have learned enough to know that that is not true. You have learned enough to understand that when you separate the parts of yourself out like that, all you're doing is fragmenting your soul and making it easier for negative entities to attach to you. Okay, I heard that. I heard somebody got that. Community. And I feel like this is where you are now. It's either where you are now or what's next for you. If you are not in community or creating community, you are about to. Okay, and I was talking about this so much yesterday inside of my community, like how important community is. And I said I'm gonna preach this to the cows come home. Your environment matters. Our environment matters, especially those of us who are seeking to remain conscious and have our consciousness maintained on a certain level. You have to be around other people who hold similar values. You have to be. If you are someone who's like, I believe in social justice, but you're around people who are constantly perpetrating crimes, I don't care if they are saying, oh, this crime is in the name of social justice. No. You can't say you know what I'm saying? And now if you want to be around, if you were like, okay, well, I'm committed to being the most successful business person I can be. Y'all already know what I'm going to say. Go get yourself in a mastermind group for business owners now. Put yourself in a community of business owners. And I don't know who this is for, but if you own a business, your friends need to be business owners. Do not tell me you own a business and all your friends are employees. If you are an employee and you want to own a business, you need to go be friends with business owners, okay? Y'all understand what we're saying about community here? It is literally, and in particular for this reading, whatever community is being manifested here at the number 8, it's a manifestation of community. And this is something that comes after learning how to integrate your disparate parts back together. So you're at a new beginning. And this new beginning is actually one that's going to be founded on community versus unnecessarily a romantic relationship. I think in the past you may have found it. I think in the past, and the wheel turned for you, so Willow, you may have founded your new beginnings off of relationships. But this time I feel like you're founding your new beginning off of a community. Okay, now that's really, really significant. And I feel like whoever this is for, this is an alignment for you. There's something about what you believe in and what you stand for that is very community based. So for you to build a new beginning off of a community is absolutely in divine alignment. Okay. Yeah. Great goddess, sacred unity. There's something very, very divine. You're being divinely guided. Divinely guided right into this. And then Order of Melchizedek, embraced by light, mission uncovered, don't give up. I'm trying to tell you. It's extremely high vibrational energy out here. I can't, it's that community. Let's get a crystal out here, Michael. It's the community part. It really, I was just saying this because it is birds of a feather. Someone said birds of a feather flock together. Yes, it's like that. But I'm going to go with that because I see what you mean. Thank you for that, ancestor. So birds of a feather flocking together. Different birds fly on different winds differently. I am not an ornithologist, but I do understand that birds' feathers, how they're made, how they're hollowed out, is to catch air currents and help them rise above rise above. But there are some birds that they fly differently. Albatross fly differently from doves, fly differently from hawks, fly differently from eagles, fly differently from owls, right? And so I really feel like that's what this ancestor says, birds of a feather. Like whoever you are like an eagle. Okay, so you actually, even though you're a bird, guess what? You actually can't go hang out with the albatross. You actually have to be with other eagles. Lodestone or magnetite, earth embrace, and then sigillite, the inner child. I'm telling you. This is some, you are stepping into a community where there's something about this community. Seeds have been planted. But this is about you actually fulfilling your purpose here this time. Okay? Yeah. The timing is a real big deal here. I've been feeling time out here, Saturn energy for a minute. But you know what? I keep thinking it's going to be Yura coming out, but here's what I think it is. I think what I'm feeling is Kronos. I think I'm getting Titan energy. I think you are working. I think you're working. I think you're working at Saturn energy. Let's get some tarot out here. Oh, let me blow smoke for y'all. The sun is like here, so let's blow some smoke. Ancestors, archangels, ascended master spirit guides, gods and goddesses, legions of light, those who walk with me every single day. Thank you for protecting me as I channel messages from my tribe. Show me what I need to see and tell me what I need to know, so I can support the tribe as we live, learn, thrive, and grow. As above, so below, and so it is because it is so. Thank you, Archangel Michael, Coil, Gabriel, and Oriel, for attending me as I channel messages for the tribe. Ooh-wee. Let's see what we got. We got a tree. Mama Gaia's here. Hi. Okay, something's being revealed to you. Yeah, there was something that was hidden from you. It's being revealed to you. This full moon. Okay? So stay open to receive. Now this wisdom is going to come from Gaia. This is Gaia giving you wisdom this full moon. Okay, and this is about the direction that you're going in. Okay? So something wants to be revealed. Dragons. Leprechauns and fairies, oh my. Now the wind is rising here, so the air element is significant. We got earth, we got air, and I did see some fire. I think what's perfect is it's a full moon in Pisces, and that's the one element I don't see here in the smoke coming through. So whatever this revelation or this download is, I'm hearing it's a balancing. It is a tempering revelation. It's something that's going to level something out for you. Something it's going to level something right out, and something's about whatever this revelation is. It's going to level something out and make it make your path forward clear. Okay, so there you go. Anything else? Thank you, Gaia. No, but just know when you get this revelation, it's going to set things in motion, and you're going to feel like things are moving quickly. It's giving chariot energy now. But this is the last piece. So it's kind of giving me like you've accomplished something. You did something. You did a thing. You won. You beat something, and then it's given mission. It is given mission. Like you're on a mission. Mission complete. You debrief, but now you're being, they're saying, outfitted for your next mission. Yeah, this is about protection. There it is. All right, appreciate you. That's anything else? Okay. You are extremely protected, but you can't see the protection. Nobody can. All anyone can see is that you're untouched and untouchable. That's all anyone can see. So I don't know if she wants to tell you more about this protection or what, but it's about your path forward, you facing forward. This protection is a big part of it. This is confirmation that it is in place. If you're like worried, like, nah, boo, I'm looking, can't nothing touch you. Like you in some type of, it's almost like you're in a tractor beam. I'm gonna tell you what I'm seeing. It's like you're in, there's like some tube that comes from heaven and it surrounds you, so nothing can come in that tube. It's extreme protection. It's extreme. I've not, yeah. So I'm gonna put it like this: anybody who can see spiritually, and I mean this, please hear what I'm saying. Anybody who can see spiritually ought to be able to see this protection. Now, I needed to say that like that for a reason. Which one of these decks I want to use? Okay. I need to say that for a reason. Okay? So, if I was to look at you, damn, look at that. That's crazy. If I was to look at you, I wouldn't see nothing. But if I was to look at you with my spirit eyes, I would see that you are in a tube and that everything is around the tube and nothing can come in that tube and touch you. If I were to see you with my spirit eyes, you understand what I'm saying? So, regular schmegular people, they might try you because they can't see nothing. But whatever they do is going to bounce right off because you're in a tube. But people who are not regular schmegular, people who say they gifted, people who claim they got some type of sight, they need to know better. To occult, soul of fortune, they need to know better. I meant it because I can see it. It doesn't, and what I'm seeing doesn't make any sense. Also, allow me to say that I'm blowing smoke, and there's a whole column that the smoke won't go through. The smoke on either side of this column, but it won't go through the column. But it's spreading up and down this column, but it won't go through this column. And the column is just negative space. Just negative space. There's smoke on either side, doing what smoke does, just not right here in this column of negative space. Yeah, okay. I can read it. I can read smoke. I can read it. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Anybody who can see that you protected. Okay? So I don't know if somebody was thinking they was going to try something. I don't know what people be trying to do out here. But I really wish they would stop. I'm telling you right now. And this, I'm seeing it. Because listen, the smoke is still here. This is angelic protection. And y'all, it looked like you were in a tractor beam. But it's angelic. Knight of Coins to start the reading. I'm just telling you. Four of Wands and the Eight of Wands. So something that was delayed is about to be here now. Four of Wands is a celebration. I said that they're celebrating today. This is a big day in the higher realms. Just, you're gonna, and here's that Eight of Wands. You're gonna receive some type of download about this. This is what I'm trying to say. Earth embrace, inner child. There's something about you healed this. See, this root girl and inner child, you healed that. Which sets you on your next mission. Unity and community is key. The number 8 is key. You're building a community. But it's a community that lives with Gaia. Not on her, not off of her. You're building a community that lives with Gaia. Now, and this is a part of your divine purpose, by the way. Yeah. And it's like the realms are celebrating because they're saying because you're here, because you're in it. It's like everything that led up until now was the warm up, the training, the practice, the qualifiers, the trials, the heat. It was the preparation, and that I might cry. I'm so solid on this. Everything was the preparation, and I'm getting mushrooms, mycelium network. You still might not be, and maybe that's what this download will be for you. You might not, where you are now, you might not be able to see how everything you've lived through connects to take you where you're going, but it does. Okay, and that's what they're celebrating. They're celebrating that you are exactly where you are meant to be at this time. It's like, but their experience of it is you made it. Okay, so I'm saying like this because I'm feeling your energy, and you're not necessarily celebrating. Your team is that. Your team is, and your life is a team effort. Y'all already know. So it's like you crossed some finish line and then made a checkpoint. First of all, you made the finish line. That was a celebration. 2, you said yes to the next mission. Your team is still flabbergasted, and then you already made the first checkpoint. Bro, your team is like, they over there popping bottles. You just gotta know, okay? So something gonna happen for you. I'm telling you something. Oh my gosh, Six of Cups. Oh my gosh. Oh Lord Jesus. Okay. Six of Cups, Five of Swords, Eight of Wands. So this is like, it's pretty much what I just said, right? Like, right? Like you know, you went through stuff, but you're in this new beginning. And there's something about the team that you did this with that's celebrating. Now this is really interesting. There's so much. This is so interesting. This is about you making choices from a balanced place. This is about you standing in your divinity. This is about you owning your mastery. Let me get something on it. Four of Cups. I think this is also about you. Yeah, Ten of Swords. Your ability to discern what has real value. I've been saying this in my podcast. You are now someone who can authenticate. You can authenticate. Okay? You have the ability to this is wild. Okay. So we talked about, if you haven't listened to my podcast, you got to go check out the Sacred and Profane podcast. It's on Apple Podcasts. It's on Spotify Podcasts. You can find it on my website. There might be a link to it in the description box at this point. But we've been talking all year about the age of Aquarius being the age of do you know what's real? And so the analogy that we've been using over here is authentication, right? So I like a nice handbag. I like nice leather goods. So, and I also like vintage things, okay? So some of my favorite bags are old. My bags and I are the same age, some of my bags, okay? So when I buy pre-owned luxury, I buy it authenticated, right? That means it's gone back to a manufacturer who's licensed to do this type of work. It's been cleaned, it's been sanitized, the numbers, have been checked against the original company's database to ensure that yes, we actually did make that bag. We actually did make that bag in 1982. That's the real one. The zipper gets fixed, the stitches get reinforced, and it gets sent back to me. That bag has been authenticated. Okay. So to be someone who authenticates, you have to be licensed. Does that make sense? Like you have to have experience in this particular area to be able to say whether or not what you're investigating or what you're looking at, touching is real or not. Like, look, I used to have a vintage shop because I love everything vintage, right? So for so many years, this is like my world. This is my business. It's my life. And I got really good at authenticating depression glass. Really, really good at authenticating depression glass. Okay. From the thickness of the glass, the quality of the glass, the opaqueness of I can authenticate depression glass. Okay. I'm also pretty good at fine china. That's my specialty in the vintage shop. I love fine china and I love depression glass. And so over the years, I got very, 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 very good at being able to authenticate a piece, sometimes by sight alone when it comes to depression glass. Okay, I've seen enough, touched enough, handled enough. And if not by sight alone, I've got a little black light. You know what I'm saying? Like I know what I'm doing. This is giving me that type of energy. Whatever it is you've been through was like you gaining a license. It was like you being trained as an authenticator. I'm gonna tell you what they're telling me for real. And so this isn't gonna resonate for everybody, but this is for someone. It's like you were being trained to be a Death Eater. And I've been saying, you were really in hell. You were in the underworld, but you were being trained. You were getting a license. You were being licensed in being being a Death Eater. Being a Death Eater. So, and you've mastered this. You've mastered this. Give me something else. The Empress, yeah. I mean, I said you mastered it. Nine of Cups. Mastered it. Towers at the bottom of that. There's nothing nobody can do about this. And that's the thing, like because you're licensed now, you earned a skill that can't be taken from you. You can now, not only have you been authenticated, you are now licensed to go authenticate others. Okay. So let me tell you, it is somebody said it's a cold day in hell today. It is though. It's quiet. It's quiet in the underworld. I mean, I'm talking like bated breath. Because there's a lot of people topside that's been running around in masks. We talked about this too. We've been up here in the Great Masquerade. Y'all been calling this shit life. This ain't life. This been a masquerade ball. And I tell you how I know, because I showed up to the ball with no mask on. Motherfuckers were trying to run me out the place since I got here. Because I ain't come in with a mask. But that's my bad, because they said go live life. So I showed up as me. Got to this place and everybody had on a goddamn mask. Had me fucked up for a minute. I'm not going to lie. Until God had to explain, baby, that's why I sent you. Because they got the assignment backwards. But I'm going to drop you down there. No mask. Matter of fact, I'm going to make you so you can't even fit a mask on your face, boo. Now it's going to be rough because people going to be confused while you walking around with your actual face on. But give it a moment, baby. You just give it a moment. And don't worry, I'll protect you when they come for you and try to force you to put on a mask. I will show them you don't wear one because I said so. So y'all better know, just because humans forgot the assignment don't mean the assignment got forgot. That's why, listen, that's why they said, go ahead and say it. That's why so many bodies dropping right now. Give me some. It's mask off. I'm telling you, it's mask off right now. People like, the Hermit and the King of Cups. Let me tell you something. If people don't, they better. If people don't go into hermit mode, they better. This right here, let me tell you something. People better be running to a prayer closet near them. You get what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? I mean, because that's what it's like. What are you doing? Praying? That's what you every time. If you got time to do anything, it needs to be praying. If you got time to breathe, you got time to pray. And I'm not saying get on your knees in the prayer closet, but some of y'all might need to do that. I'm just saying you need to stop and reflect on your actions, on your choices, on your words, on your thoughts. Listen, me last night, I went through my day and I got back home and I was like, okay, there's some way that I was speaking about a certain situation that wasn't in alignment. And I corrected that with myself in spirit before I went to bed. Like, hey, from now on, this is how I want to speak about that. This is how I want to be when I speak about that. This is who I want people to see. So I want them to hear when I talk about that situation. I don't want them to hear my judgment. I don't want them to hear my upset. I want them to hear my truth. And there's a difference. So I chop that up before I go to bed. So I wake up clear. Do you understand? Integrity with myself first. And that's only possible because I got myself sorted. So when I go to sleep at night, something's nagging me. Why can't, because I said something that wasn't accurate. It wasn't a lie. it just left the people listening to me present to something other than my truth. And I don't want that. It's not what I'm committed to. Do you understand? This is the space that we are all asked to be in right now. Me, you, him, and thems. All of us. This King of Cups got the memo. They somewhere in the prayer closet. Look at him. I hope they'll do it. Listen. They just trying to figure out how to get it like you got it. He's trying to figure out. Somebody over here just trying to figure out how to get it like you got it. Judgment. But that's how it should be, right? 3 of Wands. How'd you get what you got? Where'd you get that from? Let me go get some of that right now. Because listen, I'm trying to take this and turn it into this. Because that's what somebody saw you do. I'm trying to tell you something now. Somebody's like, and right now what they're doing is they're trying to work through it. Somebody's in the 5 of Cups and they're trying to 7 of Wands stack. They're like, well, I can just work through this. I can just work through it. But you already know why they're in the 5 of Coins. You already know it's because of choices they made. Who they chose to invest with. Who they chose to spend their time with. Them not wanting to focus. Right? Not wanting to do the hard work and persevere. Rather, I'm just going to watch. Well, now they're watching and now they see. This balanced choices. They see what it looks like to surrender. And I think this, like when you're someone who deals with trauma as a child, it's easy to become an adult who leans towards being controlling. Passive aggressive and controlling. Okay? The hangman is a position that people like us have to consistently bring ourselves to. I had trauma as a child, was definitely raised in a narcissistic family. I dealt with all types of behavioral health challenges, including addictions, including alcoholism, including a sex addiction, like including, until I got that I was dealing with a soul sickness, a spiritual sickness, right? And then I really got into my holistic health. Because at first, I just took on my physical health. My physical health was so bad. Like, you guys, listen, as a shaman and a medicine woman, you got to know that I started off broken in pieces. Because that's how healers start. So my own journey of healing is so long, is too long to share here. Right? Like, I need a whole video just to share all the diseases and sicknesses I've been healed from. Like, y'all, I had to regrow a spleen. A whole organ. Okay? A spleen. You know what a spleen does? You know? So... when I say us, I mean us. When I say we, I mean we. Those of us who are raised in narcissistic families, those of us who experience trauma as children, we become passive aggressive and controlling through our passive aggression and when we become adults. That's just how it goes, okay? One of the biggest lessons for us to learn is this hangman lesson. This is a huge place for us to end up. Hermit mode we can go in and out of because as children, you know, if you deal with rejection, abandonment, or neglect, those are 3 that keeps coming up here. You know how to go get quiet, but learning how to surrender, that's new. 6 of Wands, yeah. But you know, when you do surrender, that's when you get to show up as you really are. That's when you get to actually begin to fulfill the purpose that you actually came here to fulfill. Okay? Now, you, again, there's you and the earth. It's you and the earth. Mama Gaia came through for you. You're building some type of community that with the earth. See, I'm telling you, the Queen of Coins, and that you're the Queen of Coins for a reason. There's something about you in that energy that is good for the planet, is what I'm clear about. I got the Tower, the 2 of Cups in the world. So this is something about this. It's something about the end of a relationship, but a relationship cycle. It's like you mastering, you getting this licensure as a Death Eater into the relationship cycle puts you in a place for legacy. God, you know what it is? God damn. Shit. You a whole, what's that word? It's not necromancy. Oh, I'll come up with it. But you commune with the dead. You commune with the dead. I'm going to go as deep as spirit will allow me to for whoever this is for. You commune with the dead. It's an old gift. This particular gift is old. It is very arcane. You had to earn it back. Your bloodline had this gift a long time ago, but you had to earn it back. Now, this is a remarkable gift that we hadn't had here in a long time. There are movies made about this gift, though. Okay, so the one that's coming to me now is Lord of the Rings, Return of the King. To put it bluntly, you now command armies of the dead. You command armies of dead people. Okay, so around you, around whoever you are, not only you're a powerful psychic medium, right? Like you talk to dead people. Not only do you command armies of the dead, but what that literally looks like is wherever you are in the world, where there are bodies buried. I'm just trying to tell you, because your connection with Gaia and your connection with Hades, this is where they're asking me to pause and just let you, yeah. So it's an old gift. It's not one, I don't think, people might not even think this is a real gift because we've only seen it in movies. We've only seen it as Hollywood theatrics. Do you understand what I'm saying? But you, dead people, do your bidding. I'm just telling you. So, let me, Six of Swords, God bless, in the sun. Jesus Christ, Four Swords, there's the moon. I'm just trying to tell you, you're, okay, and here's why this is important. Because there have been, this is outstanding. There have been communities of people who lived on Gaia before that lived in alignment with Gaia. I believe that you were a part of those settlements, they're saying, and that you've reincarnated again now. But you've also now reclaimed this ancient ancestral lineage of, I don't know this word. It's necro. I will find this word for you guys. But it's distinct from necromancy. Because you're not using the parts of dead people to summon dead people. You're not using the parts of dead people to do magic. You are literally communing with the dead themselves and then telling them what to do, and they are going to do it. Okay, so you're not a, yeah, anyway. You're death deity. You're death deity. That's the best way to put it. Okay, so, but this is important because you need to be able to recall those spirits that were also here during those times. Yeah. And to rebuild with. Like, y'all, you're rebuilding with the dead. That's why nobody can touch you. You're protected by the angel of death. And whatever you're building it with dead people. So no one can see it, no one can touch it. Let's close this reading. You are divinely guided in this, by the way. That's what this is. Not only, by the way, not only is this what you're about to go somewhere, be sent somewhere that is peaceful so that you can actually sit. They're saying that sit in the proper environment to do this work, okay? So, and this is like you're being guided to do this. You're being guided to do this now. Nobody knows what I'm telling you, people they don't know what you're doing. They don't know what you're doing. Let's close this. They just watch it. The fool, they know you're doing something new. And they know you got a plan. The fool with the King of Swords. Seven of Swords, okay. Oh, wait a minute. Somebody got a mute. Hold on a moment. So you got a plan, but somebody else watching you got a plan. somebody trying to confuse you because they're confused. Somebody, they want to know who you're with. Who did they think you with? Somebody. There's some type of. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. I cannot. Yeah, somebody's about to bring you a love offer. It's going. Use your discernment. You have it. I'm like, you have it. Just use it. You have it. King of Swords. You got it. Yeah. Somebody sees you are doing really, really great on your own. You're doing really, really great on your own. This worries them a little bit. Huh. This is interesting. Your discernment is top tier. But let me tell you something. In particular, what I want to leave you with in this reading is I want to confirm for you, because I think it's going to put some fears to rest for you. I want to confirm for you that you have mastered, you're at the top of your game right now, okay? So you're protected, you're at the top of your game, you are the one, you are the leaderboard, okay? And it's not just because of what you've done, it's because of who you are. You continue to be generous and pure of heart, okay? You continue to be someone who is open to following the guidance of spirit. You know, because of this, you look extremely attractive. Very, very attractive, very magnetic, very magical right now. You're radiating, I'm picking up, it's like this really kind of pulsing divine energy. So I feel like you're actively magnetizing something to you, okay? Now, whatever you're magnetizing to you, put that to the side for a moment. What's coming in, like if you're sending pulse waves out, now I want to tell you, there's something about your psychic abilities. Your psychic abilities are so supreme. You can see through everything like it's glass right now, baby. Like it's glass. Okay. You know what's worth keeping. You know how to keep things balanced. Okay. This is like, I'm hearing my cup runs over. So I really get that you've tapped into not just your higher self, but you're tapped into source code, period. Okay. And that Ace of Cups, that is justice for that Three of Swords. Okay. Where you had to walk away from, I think, something that wasn't what you thought it was. Right? See this Three of Coins? I love this Three of Coins. Like, you might have thought one thing, but there was two other people. They was doing something different. I mean, I'm real. Whatever you walked away from, you was a sacrifice. People was wearing masks, and you was a sacrifice. That's what you walked away from. The willpower. And in doing so, the transformation. But to have that type of transformation followed by that type of choice is life-changing. It's life-changing. So, yeah, I'm going to, this your reading. I said a lot, so I'm going to leave it here. Go ahead and hit that like button. Drop me a comment. Let me know if it resonated. If nothing else, give me a black heart. You know what we do around here. Time is a construct. We made it up. We're almost done with it. So take what resonates. Leave the rest behind for the next person. In between now and the next reading, trust your path, your process, and your purpose. Peace.